Hey, Shalom. First of all, to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Kwakadash, Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. I want to give a double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone who have taught me this truth. I want to give a peace and blessings to the Akim across the four corners of the earth who teach this truth and risk their life to do so. It's going to be a quick video. Lord, the video is edifying. Lord, I can get something from this video. Quick video through the spirit, man. I was reading a couple different things. Trying to, figure out what I'm gonna do a video on, man. And I was going through my notes and, and I stumbled across, Micah, the 4th chapter, and I wanted to go into it. And again, Lord willing, it's edifying, man. It's always good if bros don't always take notes, man. When you read, always take notes, man. Take notes, right? You watching the elders videos, pause the video, and I have notes in my phone. That I refer to, so always take notes. And in the Bible app, you actually have a note section that you can go to, and you can ping the scripture and highlight the scripture and put the note under that scripture, man. And, just go through the notes, man, and, try to get as much as this truth, in your mind as you can, man. I know it's, we got certain different things, that bother us through this walk. Your mind be, we go through things mentally that these people will fucking either resort to drugs or, a mental house. You know what I mean? If they really had to, battle, certain things, even within themselves. You know what I mean? Like these motherfuckers, they don't have the discipline, to reject the flesh. You know how much discipline you gotta have to resist the flesh, man? Do you know how much fucking discipline that takes when you've been feeding the flesh your whole life? Listen, you've been feeding the flesh years, way longer than you've been feeding the spirit, man. And when you come into this truth, you know that you gotta feed the spirit. You gotta feed the spirit, man. You know what I mean? And that flesh sometimes is just want to take over and this and that. And, you be, in the folly, you know what I'm saying? You just, you watch funny videos or you fucking, you watch certain different things, man. You know what I mean? Whether it's rap, videos or interviews or, what's going on in nigga dome. You just be caught up in this shit, you know what I mean? But that discipline kicks in when you like, nah, man, I'm making a video. Apostle Tahar said, I was watching this video, it was some weeks ago, man. He mentioned about being stoic, right? And, a stoic person is disciplined, man. Okay? We set our feelings to the side, and do what we need to do. You know what I mean? Do what we have to do. And that's what a man has to do. Even in the world, you set your feelings to the side. It don't matter if you don't feel like getting up that morning, man. Get up that morning. Now, you might have days where, you might slip, but that's what you got your conscience for. You know what I'm saying? Because now, when this truth hits you, your conscience know right from wrong now. You know what I mean? So, your conscience, like you ain't made a video in a couple days or a day or two, right? Your conscience be on you didn't make a video. Go meet me. You need to make a video. Talking to the dog, so but you constantly like, hey, you need to be reading. You need to be making a video. You need to call that brother back. You need to call that brother. You know what I'm saying? Man, you need to go click on the video. Hey, you just got a notification. These niggas in the world, they don't have them fucking alerts, man. Their alerts be bitches. Oh, man, that bitch, she look, my ex just posted a picture. Let me go look. Let me stalk her page, man. Let me see what new nigga she got, man. Let me see if she got a new nigga. Man, fuck that bitch. X that hoe out, man. As she wait for judgment. You know what I mean? Focus on the bigger picture, man. You know what I'm saying? And the bigger picture is this truth, right? Because in the times to come, none of that shit gonna matter. What the bitch doing, what your old friends in the world is doing, what family members you done fell out in the world, what they doing, none of that shit gonna matter. None of that shit gonna matter. All them motherfuckers gonna want salvation, man. The ones who laughed, the ones who left you, the ones who did you wrong, man. The only thing we need to focus on is our salvation. Our salvation, man, is what we need to focus on, man. And guess what? When you focus on that, that discipline kicks in, man. I had put this in the chat with bros the other day. I said, you know, do something good for so long that you make it a habit. So when discipline fails, your habits will carry you. I'm gonna say that again, man. I heard that, man, and it stuck with me. Do something for so long. If you want to do something, if you have something good that you want to do it like going to the gym, for example, right? Go to the gym enough to where you're able to make it a habit. And the moment you don't feel like going, the moment your discipline fails, your habits will carry you. Okay? You know, that's the trick, man. Okay? That's the trick. You know, you can use that on so many levels. Okay? But nonetheless, let's get into it, man. This is Micah 4:1. It says, but in the last days it shall come to pass that the mountain of the house of the Lord Yahweh shall be established in the top of the mountains, right? And mountains represents governments, represents power, right? It says, and it shall be exalted above the hills, and people shall flow unto it. You can also read the same thing in Isaiah the 2nd chapter. Okay, yeah, people are going to the heathen are going to flow unto it. We're going to be that top ruling class, that top government that everybody's going to have to flock to and listen to. That everybody's going to flock to and have to listen to. You're going to have to follow the law, statutes, and commandments. Period. We're going to be the real police of the earth, man. Okay, and righteousness. 2. It says, the many nations shall come and say, come, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord Yahweh, and to the house of the power of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For the law shall go forth of Zion, and the word of the Lord Yahweh from Jerusalem, right? And this is to come. And this is when the true biblical Israelites are back in power. Right now, those, small hats are not the true. They're not the true biblical Israelites, and they're not in power, but they call themselves, right now, they call themselves, used, right? I'm going to say that, right? But they're the furthest thing from it, okay? They're the furthest thing from it. These people have used, their history to deceive the world to the point where you can't even talk about these motherfuckers. But guess what? It's coming to a time where the true biblical Israelites come into power. You motherfuckers gonna recognize real quick. Everybody's gonna realize real quick what it is and how life is supposed to be lived, man. And this is what we striving for, man. Okay? Nothing on this side really fucking matters outside of this truth and the things you need to be doing day to day as a man, you know? So therefore, you can make it, man. You in your household, Lord willing, man. Brothers got children, brothers got wives and things of that nature, you know what I mean? We understand that she should be saved by childbearing. The Lord, like the elder Mwatazak in LA, he told me, man, I told him I was having a son, and he was like, hey, man, the Lord promised that he would deliver. It was souls that he was going to deliver, and, he gave me some words of encouragement. He was like, the Lord, maybe you want your son to be saved through you. And that right there, the elder probably don't even remember that he told me that, but that right there took me a mile, man. Took me more than a mile. So every time, I think something is a burden, or every time, because, I didn't want to have a child, man. I did not want to have a child. You know what I mean? I was trying my hardest not to have a child, man. You know what I mean? But the Lord had it to where, I had one. You know what I mean? And, I was kind of down about it, but bros gave me words of encouragement like that. You know what I mean? Like that, man. To make me think like, it's not about you. It's not about you, man. It's about serving the Lord. It's about Yahweh Yahweh Shai, man. It ain't about you, man. It's about doing the things you need to do in order to receive salvation. Then we begin to live in the next life, in the next rulership, I should say. Okay? The next rulership, because, scripture says some should not taste death. You know what I mean? So the next rulership, because this is going to be a transfer of rulerships, man. That's what it's going to be. You know what I mean? Transfer of rulerships, man. Okay? It says, and that's what you're hearing about right now. 3, it says, and he shall judge among many people and rebuke strong nations afar off, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore, right? And that's prophecy, because they're warring right now in that land. Man, you hear me? Come on, man. I just read something the other day about Gaza and those in Israel. You know what I mean? Those Ishmaelites and those Amalekites over there getting it on, man. Okay? It says, but they shall sit every man under his vine and under his fig tree, and none shall make them afraid, for the mouth of the Lord Yahweh of hosts hath spoken it. And the Lord, scripture said, the Lord is not a man that he shall lie. Okay? It says, let me see. Oh, remnant. Let me jump down. This is Micah 4:10. It says, it says, be in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail. For now shalt thou go forth out of the city, and thou shalt dwell in the field. All right, and the field is the world. All right, you could tie that back into the wheat and the tares. Okay. It says, and thou shalt go even to Babylon, and guess what? We are currently in Babylon. Okay, aka America. There shalt thou be delivered. There the Lord Yahweh shall redeem thee from the hand of thine enemies. So we're going to be delivered from here. Scriptures talk about the north country, man. Okay, let's grab that, man. North. From the north. Is it north country? Let me see. Jeremiah. North country and great nation. No. Behold, brute. Right here. Jeremiah 23:8. It says 7. Let's start at 7. It says, Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that they shall no more say, the Lord Yahweh liveth, which brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt, right? Which is also known as America, right? It says, but the Lord Yahweh liveth, which brought up and which led the seed of the house of Israel out of the north country, which is America, okay? And from all the countries whether I had driven them, because that's why scriptures, one of the curses that will be scattered across the four corners of the earth. That's why you got brothers in the UK, you got brothers on the islands, you got brothers everywhere across the four corners of the earth, man. Okay? But the main showdown is in the north country, aka Egypt, aka Babylon. Okay? And from all countries where I had driven them, and they shall dwell in their own land, proving that we're not in the land right now. But guess what? When the Lord deliver us, we're going to have power over that land, man. Okay? That land is going to get cleansed as well. It has to. Okay? Let me, I think I had something in Wisdom of Solomon. 5. Let me see, man. Wisdom of Solomon 5. Wisdom of Solomon 5:15. It says, but the righteous live forevermore. Their reward also is with the Lord, and the care of them is with the Most High. See, that's what I'm saying. None of this shit really don't even let this shit bother you for real, man. It may bother the flesh a little bit. You know what I mean? Bitch may be acting up, and you might be going through some shit. But ultimately, man, these people have no idea what's coming, man. They don't have the slightest clue. These motherfuckers, scripture said they are the gross darkness to people. I mean, these people don't know what. In that time, man, when you go to Isaiah 4:1, it says, oh, well, y'all grab it. Let me just finish this. Salakia. Wisdom of Solomon 5:16. It says, therefore shall they receive a glorious kingdom and a beautiful crown from the Lord's hand. See? And who saw that? Esdras. For with his right hand shall he cover them, and with his arm shall he protect them. He shall take to him his jealousy for complete armor, and make the creature his weapon for the for the revenge of his enemies. He shall put on righteousness as a breastplate, and true judgment instead of a helmet. Okay. Now let's go here. Let's go to I want to bring this up before I forget, man. Isaiah 4:1. Right? It says, and in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. This is what women are going to say. So you mean to tell me women are so proud right now? I'm talking about they are the proudest listen, I was watching a video and it's mind boggling. That's why I'm everywhere. I was watching a video from the 1950s. They were interviewing women. It was like 1950, 1960, something like that. Right? And the difference and they were harlots too. I ain't saying the bitches was perfect. You know what I'm saying? They were harlots too. But you hear the difference between what they said they wanted and what they looked for in a man versus now. Right? They did a back then versus 2024, 1950 versus 2024. And women are the most proud they've ever been, man. The most proud they ever been. The shit that they were saying was, oh my God. You know, you had one bitch. And I don't want to be vulgar, man, but just to give you the level of savagery these bitches is at. She said she had one dude ejaculated her and had her boyfriend didn't know, and he ended up eating on her, eating. You know what I'm saying? You catch my drift. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get into too much detail. You know what I mean? But and laughed about it. Laughed about the shit. I watching that brother Kadar video in Chicago, man. That brother, beautiful brother, man. You know, beautiful brother, man. That brother was like, man, what'd he say? He said, man, what'd he say, man? He said, man, basically, we gonna be rejecting some of these bitches. Some of these bitches ain't worthy, man. Bitches like that, because they're gonna be humble. They're gonna try to come with their humble talk. Oh, I'm sorry, please, I wanna, bitch, get the fuck on, man. If salvation ain't for you, get the fuck on, bitch. Hell you talking about? All this wicked shit you done doing wicked shit like that, and laughing about it and thinking you deserve some type of salvation, bitch. You got another thing coming, man. Okay? But look how humble Isaiah 4:1 say these women are going to be, man. Not one, but it could be 7, it could be 14, it could be 30, it could be 50, whatever, man. It could be 3, right? 7 is the number of completion. They're going to come. They're going to humble up real quick in that day, man. Let us be called by thy name. Right? Only let us be called by thy name to take away our approach. It says, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Right now, a bitch say what? You got to pay all my bills. You got to do this. You got to do that. You got to do this. You got to pay for the dinner. And not just that, you got to pay for me and my friends' dinner. They're proud now. But it's going to be so bad. So bad, bitch going to humble up quick. So that's why I don't even sweat this shit, man. Let the bitch play, man. Let her play, man. She thinks she getting away with shit, but the scriptures say the Lord's eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, man. Beholding the ways of men, right? He see these women too. You understand what I'm saying? And not just that, but all the people that did bros wrong or plotting against bros right now. There's demons on these motherfuckers. Your homie in the world. And I've had this happen to me, man. Your homie in the world will try to plot on you, man. Your closest friend in the world is your enemy. That nigga is your enemy. You ain't got no friends in the world, man. Man, them niggas is all. When you came into this truth, they became acquaintances. And the reason why is because Satan got too much access to them niggas. They don't know how to, they be doing shit to you and forget they do it to you. Motherfuckers got demons on them. So fuck them niggas, man. But scripture say what? If it be possible, be at peace with all men. And scripture say what? That when a man's ways please the Lord, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him, man. Okay? Let's get that. Proverbs 16:7. It says, when a man's ways please the Lord Yahweh, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. So we got the defense. We got the defense, man. You know what I'm saying? We got the Lord, man. All right? They can't do nothing they can't do nothing the Lord don't want them to do, man. But be circumspect, keep an eye on these niggas. Keep an eye on these bitches, man. Don't get deceived by these hoes, boy. I'm trying to tell you. It's a cold game, man. But look, man. Again, all jokes aside, you know, all we got is each other, bro. All we got is Akim. All we got is Yahweh Shai, man. That's all we got, man. So let's tend to it, okay? And I'm speaking to myself first and foremost, okay? So with that, man, loading videos, edifying, loading Akim. Got something from this video. I want to give all honor, all glory, all praises to Yahweh. Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Kwakadash. I want to tell you brothers, keep pushing on to the next. Shalom.